Eddie, would LeBron pass Jordan with a title this year?
Knock it off.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you don't stop it,
Next question. Next question.
Right,
Let's
if you
change the
don't stop
subject.
it, we should, because this is ridiculous.
Thank
that
you.
we're even talking about this. Not to take away from LeBron's greatness.
Were you taking away from
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
This man played with LeBron.
Not taking away from LeBron's greatness. As great as he is, and for this era, could have played in any era and still been great. But we talking about Michael Jordan. Whenever you have all of your peers, you have your peers that play with you, you have the greats and then the future greats all saying Jordan is the best. I mean, that's saying it's not even an argument.
Kareem ain't say it.
What
Bill
you mean,
Russell ain't say it.
No, they
How do you
don't
know? They
you don't
think
know
it,
what
they
it
might
is.
not
They
have
know.
said
They
it.
know
Yeah,
it. They know it for sure. They know for a fact. And
Don't
if
know
you look
nothing.
at it, just the average, Jordan averages more points, less rebounds, less assists. We know LeBron is a facilitator first.
Yeah.
He's a bigger man, so he should have a couple more assists and rebounds than him. He's played more games and has less points in the 15th season. So, I mean, that's what you look. Everybody is going to say, oh, he's going to blow out all the numbers that Jordan has, his career numbers. That's what he's going to do, blow. It's about rings, because nobody talks about Wilt because he has all these rebounds. Nobody talks about Kareem, the all-time leading scorer, as being the greatest of all time. It's about rings.
should.
And even Bill Russell with the 11 ring, nobody even talks about him.
Why not?
Everybody talks about. Has it ever came out your mouth?
No, I'm saying I like Kareem. I said Kareem. I mean, he got 6
So
MVPs.
if you could say Kareem over 6 MVPs, and what about Jordan? 6 MVP, final MVPs, right?
Yeah.
6-0, don't even went to game 7.
Let me ask you a
What
question.
game 7 look like?
I just want to know, name the team that Jordan beat in the finals that was as stacked as the... Hold on. I'm going to let you... As stacked as the Warriors or the Spurs with 4 Hall of Famers. Name the team.
Well, first off, LeBron didn't beat him with KD on that team. So it was only 3 cats over there.
Okay.
Actually,
4.
Yeah, 3.
Who
was the fool?
They beat the Spurs. He beat the Spurs with
Okay.
Tim Duncan,
And that was-
Kawhi, Manu.
That was 3 over there.
He also...
That's 3 over there.
He also beat... Oh, hold on. Only 3? So Manu not going to the Hall of Fame? What about Tony Parker?
Wait,
what about
by
Tim
the way,
Duncan?
just a quick point
Yeah,
of order.
that's 3.
On any other day,
Why?
you have
you can't say
wait a second. On any other day, all those guys you just named on the San Antonio Spurs, you have little to no respect for, and have often said any of the 4 is overrated, starting with Tim Duncan.
No, Tim Duncan ain't overrated.
Tony Parker, Ginobili, who's one of the great clutch shooters in the history of basketball, you scoff at him, you laugh at him, and now you're making him the case for your argument. He's a Hall of Famer.
And he's saying Kawhi is a Hall. That's remained to be seen.
Yeah,
I ain't seen enough of it.
I haven't seen enough of him even playing basketball.
So let me get it. So I want to know the guy that wins 2 Defensive Player of the Year in the Finals MVP that doesn't make the Hall of Fame. That's neither here nor there. But you OKC. It's Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Kevin Durant. Will they be in the Hall of Fame? Yes or no?
Yeah, but at that time, James Harden wasn't the same James Harden.
So name the. Okay, how about this? I just want you to name the team: the Seattle SuperSonics, the Phoenix Suns, Utah, Portland. Name the team that had 3 to 4 Hall of Famers that Michael Jordan beat in the finals.
Utah. 3.
They got 1.
They got 3.
They got 2.
Hornacek belongs in the Hall
No,
of
he
Fame.
does not.
Hey, I'm just saying, everybody gets in the back.
I gotta
Wait
laugh
a
at
second.
that one.
Eddie House is in the Hall of Fame.
Okay,
He
yeah,
is.
cool.
As a
I'm with
shooter,
it now.
am I right
I'm
about
say,
that?
Yeah, hey, Eddie.
I'm on this side now.
Eddie, you know Hornacek. Stop it now, Eddie.
Hey,
Well, Kevin Johnson,
He ain't in no Hall of Fame.
but he was damn near. He right there.
I ain't talking about right
He
there.
was a killer.
I'm right next to Calabasas.
But you ain't.
Skip,
in
you know it.
Calabasas.
All I'm saying is this: the body of work. See, if you just use rings as the criteria, well, Bill Russell should be the GOAT, but you don't factor that in. I mean, Michael Jordan made 10 first-team All-NBA. LeBron James is about to have 11 straight. He's about to have the most first-team All-NBAs.
It's about the
12.
rings.
Skip.
3 and 5.
Skip. Hold on. So then Tom Brady can't be the GOAT because he's 5 and 3.
No, I got something else for you. LeBron did not show up in that Dallas
you.
series.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan showed
puts
up.
it mildly.
Look,
When he showed up, he show up and show out.
You do remember in Game 6 of the finals against Seattle, Michael Jordan was 5 and 19. In Game 4, he was 6 and 19. We do remember that, right? Okay, I'm just on the last 3
the
games.
series was basically already over.
Did they win?
No, it was down 3-0.
No,
They came back.
Did they win?
They should have had Gary Payton on the beginning. But that's
No,
not
wait,
here
did they win?
No, they didn't.
Did it go to Game 7?
Skip.
No.
All I'm saying is, if you use the argument, it's about rings and about wins. Tom Brady can't be the GOAT because you can't be 5 and 3 and be better than a guy that's 4 and 0. That's what you're telling me.
That's not what I'm telling you. I'm telling you that Jordan's better, is the GOAT and LeBron
So wait,
is not.
if you
That's what I'm
reversed,
telling
wait
you.
a second, time out. Have you just reversed your position? You told me before last year's Super Bowl, 2 Super Bowls ago, that Tom Brady was already the best quarterback ever over Joe Montana. So did you just reverse
He
your...
did flip it real quick.
Got that thing,
So-
got that thing up in there.
Yeah. So you again,
What?
you walked that one back?
No, Skip.
I just need to know.
No,
I can't
Skip.
keep up.
All I'm saying is, if LeBron James get to the finals and take this team down when they're in their prime, you got 2 of the 5 best players in the NBA on a current roster. You probably got 4 of the top 25 players in the NBA on one roster, 4 All-Stars. He take them down with that team guy right there. You got to put him up there. Hey,
He can't be.
you know what I'm
he's not,
eating?
yeah, he's not
You know
going
what
to
I'm
be.
eating?
What you eating?
I'm eating grass because Bron be the GOAT.
Wait, what do you always tell me about that restaurant that you have open right here in Century City?
Yeah.
And you only let people in for dubs?
Dubs.
You sell dubs, right? So LeBron can't even go to your restaurant?
Yeah, he coming. He coming this year.
Oh, but he's got 4 to 5, so he's lost 5 finals, but he gets to eat at your restaurant?
Well, I had to close up shop because last year I wouldn't let him come in because I wasn't serving no ales to him.
Oh.
Look,
But this year,
I can't get over the fact that he didn't show up in Dallas. Not because I was
Me
on the
either.
team.
I
Not that I
agree.
was on the team, but the fact that he was the best player and everybody was depending on him to show up and do what he does, and he was MIA.
he had a bad game.
No, he had a bad series.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
a bad series. Jordan never had that. People killed James Harden for having a bad series last year, right? Oh, no, he ain't as good as he is. But you're going to say somebody that quit in the finals at the end of everything when all the marbles on the table.
What?
That you're going to say he's the greatest of all time. I can't buy that.
Thank you.
I can't buy it for that reason right there.
So
I can't buy it for that
I just want
reason.
to know one thing. So Washington, we're not going to
Do you think you're the greatest tight end of all time?
I mean, what
Okay, I'm going to ask you. Do you
Well,
think
that's a
that?
Shannon
yeah, right.
question.
Yeah, you probably do right. And in big games, did you show up? Okay,
That
there
was
you
all
go.
you-
God.
But here's-
There you go.
But let me ask you this.
There you go.
But let me ask you this, Eddie.
There you go.
So are we going to wash away Washington? The Wizards. That didn't happen.
No, we're not gonna walk. What? Yeah, that happened, but that wasn't in the finals. That was at the end of his career.
Whoa,
and he averaged dub, and he still averaged dub at the end of his career. Looking as bad as he looked, he averaged 20 points. You know how hard that is to do in the
20 a
NBA.
game.
Moses Malone was averaging 20 at 38.
He was averaging 20 games smoking a cigar during the game while he was playing.
I believe that. But hold on. So we just see, there we go again. We just looking at 6-0. So what about when he didn't win the finals? What about those years?
They were criticizing him the same way they criticizing LeBron. They were saying, "Oh man, he don't have a jump shot. All he does is dunk." And he went in, worked on his game, and once he arrived, he never left.
No. Once the big 3 Celtics got old, that was a little bit before your time.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, a little bit
No,
before
it
your
ain't.
time.
I know who
And
played
the
on that
bad
team.
boy Pistons, when Rick Mahorn, because you remember after they won the first title, they had to break the team up because of Rick Mahorn and Isaiah only played a couple of more years. Remember his wrist. Come on, Skip, tell the truth. Now I want you to tell the truth.
Man, Jordan had them walking off the court. That same bad boys that was hard and beating them up and elbowing them.
The Celtics
When he
did-
finally put his foot in, you know what I'm saying? They walked off the court. Didn't he want to shake his hand, dip their
Go
head
ahead,
down,
Skip.
walked around him? Come on now.
LeBron James, every year in the Eastern Conference, has had a cakewalk to the finals. It's just been like barely breaking a sweat until you have to play the West in the finals.
See what you do, Skip?
I'm not doing it. I'm just telling you the God's truth. That's what's happened year after year after year. Cakewalk to the finals. And all of a sudden, all you have to do is play those 4, 5, 6, 7 games.
So did Jordan have a cakewalk? Or was he the best player and dominated?
He had a road of potholes all the way to the finals.
Them little speed bumps.
Look at this. Look at that first finals run. They have to go through the Knicks of Ewing and Oakley and Mark Jackson. You don't think that's hard?
Skip, because, see, the thing that we're doing with this era, we're equating physicality to being great. They played physical basketball back then. You know that, Eddie House. Tell the truth.
Listen, I don't care if they had an easy road or a hard road. When you got there, did you get to the end of the road?
Well, that's what we ought to do. And so when he gets to the end of the road this year, we going to be the GOAT.
So tell me how easy
way.
this road was. So he has to go through, this is his first finals run to the
Okay.
finals. He has to go through the Knicks, I just told you, of Ewing, Oakley, and Mark Jackson. Then it's Philly with Barkley and Mahorn. Then it's the bad boy Pistons, and I know they were nearing the end of the line, but they were not finished yet. And then it was Magic's Lakers in the finals. You think that's a cakewalk?
That was Magic. You know Magic and Byron Scott both got hurt. And it was
Not that one. They
Yeah,
did.
they did.
No, they did. Not against the
Man.
No, it
Bulls.
was out there.
They were
Do-
there.
Hold on. Do you remember that match? You remember that in game
Against
one?
Detroit, they
You-
both got hurt. They both pulled their hamstring in game one against Detroit.
You remember game one of the NBA Finals? What Magic Johnson did to Michael Jordan? Triple dub. What did they have to do, Skip? Put Scottie Pippen on him. Because Magic was cooking him. He was doing it way before James Harden.
Hey, well, that's good coaching.
Who won that game?
That's good coaching. Great
no,
coaching.
they won the series. The game, Magic and them won that game one. And then they came out in game two, and Scottie Pippen was hawking Magic 94 feet.
That's what you have to do, though. Game adjustments, game to game.
I'm just saying.
You got to make adjustments.
Y'all want to make sure. See, y'all want to make sure, like, look, in the 90s. So what about the 80s? Did they not have finals in the 80s?
Yeah, they did.
Why wasn't he there?
He came in at 84, right?
He came in 84, so 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Why wasn't he there?
He was up against
It took a
stacked
minute.
teams
Oh,
as a
nice.
baby.
It took a minute.
Hold on, Joy.
It
So
took a
he's
minute.
up against stacked teams. What did the Celtics go do? They went and got Garnett. They went and got Ray Allen. They brought in Eddie House. They brought in all these guys.
Shannon Sharpe, show me one hard Eastern Conference series LeBron James has had to participate in.
Hold
Show
on.
me one.
Skip.
I don't know one.
Yes, you do.
Where I say, wow.
Indiana.
Oh, please.
Boston.
Those
Ask
were
Eddie House
jokes.
about that
Those
Boston.
were jokes.
They were down 3-2
please.
when LeBron went up there and put 45, 15, and 6 on them. Eddie, tell him about it.
They were old.
Eddie, tell him about it.
He gave him 41.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
No. That when he was in Cleveland. I'm talking about when he was in Miami, down
Oh, I
3-2.
wasn't there.
When he was down 3-2. Skip, you remember that? And they had the close up on him, and LeBron was just doing like this right here. I said, oh, somebody in a heap of trouble. 45, 15, and 6. And did it with game 7. You know it was over, Skip. Joy, wasn't it over, Joy? They were waving them towels. I'm like, get it go like ML Carr. You remember ML Carr? You tell that thing going?
Do you realize without Ray Allen's shot,
Don't do that.
wait a second, LeBron would be 2-6 in the finals without that shot. Am I right?
Well, okay.
Am I right?
Okay.
It was the greatest clutch shot I've ever seen.
Without
it, it's 2-6.
Without Adam Vinatieri kicks, what would Tom Brady be in the Super Bowl, Joy?
But those
That's
are,
too loud.
were those impossible shots?
Ray Allen was doing his job. Ray Allen was a three.
I'm with Eddie. Just stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Y'all be hating. You
Knock
know
it
what,
off.
Joy? Okay, with free
it
agency
off.
coming around now.
Huh?
Free agency coming around. Oh, Miami gonna be. Oh, stop it.
He ain't coming back to Miami.
No, we ain't coming back
I
after
ain't
we hear
worried
what you
about that.
said.
He's coming to Lakers. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.